So how do you celebrate 1 million followers online with the most decadent, amazing, I'm going to say rose gold leafed Millionaire's shortbread? Think beautiful biscuits, gooey toffee, and a very thick layer of delicious chocolate. This could only be made by one person on the planet. Our Gracie Stevens is here. So we've got 1 million followers online now. How amazing is that?
That's amazing.
It's something that we really do appreciate so much. So we thought we'd give you guys a little bit of a gift this morning. We are going to make you some Millionaire's shortbread, and it is decadent.
It is incredibly decadent, and also a lovely process. There's 3 different elements that we're going to be doing today. So we're going to make shortbread, and then we're going to make some caramel or fudge or butterscotch or whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to layer some chocolate on top of that to make something incredibly decadent.
And I've got to say, the rose gold leaf is so on right now.
Festive. I think that's,
so festive and beautiful
that's what we got
and
to do.
lovely. Well, you better get cracking.
Okay, so I've got my sugar and my flour, and then some butter goes in. So your shortbread has lots and lots of butter, so that's really nice. And you mix this together. You could put it in your food processor, or you can get your fingers in here, and you just want to mix everything up really, really well until you've got a nice shortbread. So short means just that it doesn't stretch, it's just crumbly. Okay. So it will be crumbly when you finish mixing in your butter, and obviously that's going to take a little while of mixing.
Just grind it out, get it nice and granular.
You press it into your baking sheet. So I've lined this just for easy release, and then you bake this for about 12 minutes, 180 degrees.
Okay, and how thick should that layer be? About a centimetre and a half.
So it will be, what you want when you're making your Millionaire shortbread is you do want your layers to be uniform.
Okay.
Obviously your chocolate's going to be slightly less, but yeah, so you're going to bake this off first and you allow it to cool.
Okay.
You do have to prick it with a fork before you put it into the oven, because you don't want it to bubble up.
Okay.
Okay, you want it to stay nice, and it's not going to get dark brown on the top.
Okay.
It's just going to go a little bit blonde around the outsides, and then it's going to be nice. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. So
that gives you kind of that chewy texture in the middle.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely want a nice, soft, buttery biscuit there. Right, then I'm going to move on to my
biscuit
caramel.
layer. Our shortbread layer
first.
Is sorted, done, cooling, ready to move.
You make this first, and you can make the day before, depending on how much time you've got. I mean, this is the silly season, so
completely.
You know what it is.
It's
so
a marathon, not a race.
Condensed milk. And you know what the rule with condensed milk is? You always have to leave a little bit for the family to lick out.
Yeah, exactly.
Finger. All right, on a medium heat, some more butter, because it's Christmas.
And it is, and
you
did say,
some sugar.
And we promised decadence, and you need it. This is all about getting that kind of toffee gooiness.
That's what you want.
That's key for Millionaire's shortbread. You really do need that consistency, that texture. So,
and newsflash, toffee is basically just sugar.
Sugar,
melted. That's boiled. It's just boiled down until it gets really nice and dark. So you boil this down. So it will take about 8 minutes to boil that down until it will pull away from the sides of the saucepan, and then you know that it's ready. It's
ready to rock and roll. And what sort of temperature are you doing? Because I would imagine you don't want it to obviously burn.
You don't. The thing is, you don't. If you watch it with sugar cookery, you've got to watch it. Don't answer the phone or something like that. And this stage is really very dangerous to work with children under 12. So I would just say,
well, that's what
this is great for the kids.
You can give them the condensed milk, and they can then step aside and eat the condensed milk, and then
there is a plan. You send them into the TV room.
Here we go. Yeah. That. Cool. Okay.
And then my chocolate just goes on top of the layer.
And we've used a bain-marie for that. And
then just melting it.
And then how do we set it? What do we do to get to this point?
So you will have to set it for a couple of hours, because when you cut it, you want this all to be set so that it's beautiful, you can see the layers. So I would just leave it for a couple of hours, and then you pull it out of the tin and you cut it with a nice sharp knife, and there you go. That should keep for about a week. in an airtight
Whatever.
container.
I want to see this last a week, please.
Yeah, no, those will go quickly. And box them up for hostess gifts or...
Completely.
You know,
If you're having
teachers'
family
gifts
over
or
for Christmas, then they can each leave with one of these, or this is the final crowning jewel. You know, absolutely love it. I'm going to have a taste and destroy
Yes,
my
go for
diet
it.
of the week, but it looks beautiful and the layering looks absolutely spectacular.
What do you think? Do you feel like a millionaire?
Wow.
Nice, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ultimate homemade Twix because that's exactly what's in a Twix.
Completely.
Yeah.
It is very decadent. So, you know, you need the pieces to be nice and small so that you can take it all in, but absolutely delicious. The texture is amazing. The toffee notes that are coming through, absolutely beautiful. But it's those balance of the flavors and the textures throughout that make it worth $1 million. So there you have it, a Millionaire's shortbread for our 1 million followers online. Thank you so much, guys. You can get this full recipe and a bit of a play-by-play on expressoshow.com if you want to recreate this magic at home.